Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. The Broncos will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just steamrolling his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Shakes off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Trying the run, it's Genty. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's low. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Just ran him over. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Giving him his pads. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Genty. Can't get him to the ground.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking to scramble. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for room. It's Genty. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Ducks get it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Moore to the air. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He wants to pass it on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Genty. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Genty. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Genty. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
Touchdown, Broncos! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, your best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Moore to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. He'll start this drive firing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try the run. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's low. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll let it go down the right side. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. 2nd and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Genty. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a 1st down.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Boise State! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking for space. It's James. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Ducks line up to punt it away.
Number 92 on to punt it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Broncos are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just buried it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He leaves it with his back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Broncos in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. Discards a man. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Ducks miss another opportunity for a third down stop.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Fights off a defender. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Just destroying his way through the field. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Moore will throw. Getting some heat. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 92, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The give to the lone running back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moore to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the ground, it's Genty. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Broncos are on the move. He's looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Smashes through. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Touchdown, Boise State! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Oregon, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going up top here late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Here's the handoff. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.